So the latest COT figures in this case, let's take a look at some of the FX majors on the CME. You can see that in the case of the euro, unchanged at majority short, whereas in the case of the pound, majority long, but they've been reducing that by slightly. The shift that has really occurred though is in the Swiss franc. In this case, they're now majority long. This is for the first time since 2017, but that stands in contrast with the other safe haven currency, the yen, where in this case, they continue to hold a majority short buy. So clearly what's been happening as of late wasn't in their favor when it comes to Japanese yen, and as is the case when we take a look at commodity currencies with the Canadian dollar. Now its energy underlying has been taking a big hit because of what's been happening with oil prices. You can see that in this case they're holding a heavy long bias in the Canadian dollar, which means they're majority short USD CAD, and as of late USD CAD's been going up. As for the Australian dollar, they were right on that in that regard because the Australian dollar has been weakening over the past week, but they've reduced that bias to a majority short 59%. As for the Kiwi, they shifted there as well to majority long, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Now in terms of oil, we'll have a separate video in regards to this, as both the COT as well as retail traders are holding extreme long buys. IG's client sentiment's around 85%. It's not that far from 88% amongst COT traders. But let's take a look at precious metals. And in this case, we've added platinum and palladium because of what's been going on over there. And you can see that in the case of platinum and gold, they're holding extreme long buys, around 88% for platinum, whereas in the case of palladium and silver, they've reduced it to about 73%. Lastly, in indices, you can see that there's a bit of a spread occurring between both Dow and NASDAQ consolidated, but that has to do with short positioning. Long positioning is about the same as the week before, but in the case of short positioning, they've reduced it significantly in the Dow, and that's taken the bias up closer to extreme long levels, whereas in the case of the NASDAQ, they increased their short positions, and that's taken the bias down to just a slight majority long, 53%, not that far away from shifting. So that's it for COT figures. From all of us here at IG, thanks for watching. Thanks.